I sent the links to them. Don't know if they'll follow or watch them, or I don't know. But Dan's the problem. I've tried to. Well, I'm going to give it them back. It's just I can't do it until the 5th, so they'll get their money back on the 5th. That's it. But honestly, I've they'll get it back. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is it. No, every time he's up on the panel, he talks about himself, doesn't he? All the time. And I know everything he's saying is bullshit. It's just bullshit. Saying he's going to get the police and they'll do something. No, they won't. They won't. Who do you think he's kidding? I've been through the process myself. Yeah, sort you boys out. Hang on. I'll just sort the cats out. Unbelievable. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I was disgusted when I um heard about this fucking shit what Dan's been doing, and you don't speak like that unless you're, you know, it's even hard for me to talk about, right? So I don't like talking about it myself. I like it, but I'm like, it's just too much. It's to talk about children like that, and you know, it's wrong. You know, and I haven't seen, because I didn't want to look at all the fucking shit, myself, because there's so many reasons why I didn't bother looking, and the reason is because, you got the whole governors community accusing people of nonsense and stuff, and when you're hearing it from people that have lied about yourself, you think, well, how's that to be true? If they've lied about me, they must have lied about them. But then, it's a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it? So I thought, as Dan's been really, really like uncaring about anyone else who getting crap to their door, I'm feeling like I need to see what all the fuss is about. So when you see people automatically assume I've seen it all. I haven't. I've not seen half of the shit yet. Like, I've only seen, one video was enough, let alone hundreds more, probably hundreds and hundreds of times. No, it's not edited. It's not fictionalized. You can see that it's his. It's not AI. It's not anything edited either. And it's really, really, really bad. You know, I would, you know, if my sister, for example, saw me hanging out with Dan, she would never talk to me again. You can imagine. So, you know, I can't do that. I can't hang out with someone who's thinking like that or, oh, yeah, exactly. 2 to 3 minutes. You don't need to, I mean, only just one video is enough in it. It's one video and not taking it no more. Uh, no, no, I haven't blocked you. See, a lot of us, we don't believe because of what people have said before that aren't real. So when obviously I had to do something because something doesn't add up about what he says ever. So I'm like, I'm sick and tired of this lies, you know, saying the police are going to do something. And, you know, I know that my cases were messed with by Dan as well, phoning up my police department. And, you know, he's even stated that on his own live stream. Oh, I phoned up Loughborough Police. Why does he need to do that? You know, I'm not bothered about Monty and Kaylee at the moment at all. They'll get their 20 quid. They can stop moaning and whinging. They'll get it. Hello there, Moon. How are you doing today? I'm just doing my own stream and you know, staying well away from Daniel. He's never allowed back up here. And Ali Cat keeps talking absolute bollocks about me as well. Rubbish. She's always got to poke her nose in. Yeah, me too. I did too. It's sometimes you don't know how long you're on the phone for, and it's like you're thinking, "Oh shit, what time is it?" Yeah. Not taking that bullshit anymore. Like, for fuck's sake, who's he kidding? Fucking police. As I learnt, it's useless phoning the police. They don't do fuck all. Right, hang on. I don't know why she's in the UK community. It's anyone's guess. I think she's addicted to it. I think that's what it is. I mean, I thought she went into drama, but she is. I sound like an absolute hypocrite when I say all this stuff, but the problem here is this one, right? Too many times have I had these people back, and all they've done is throw it back in my face. Not happening anymore. So I'll just protect my own sanity from this bollocks. I don't know really, because she'll spin shit like she does. She'll spin a lie based on what her experience is. But I'm not bothered about her. She's just a big mouth. I mean, what she did to me was unforgivable. If you go look at her channel, she did black magic on me. She did all sorts against me. And she's telling lies against me about this baby's arm crap. And, you know, I don't see why, you know, she's trying to be friendly with me other than being sneaky. But, you know, she has to insert herself into someone else's argument, which isn't hers. It's like she wants to be part of the argument as well. Don't get that. If you have an argument with someone, it's nothing to do with anyone else, is it? She does a Lisa Lee. Lisa Lee's classic for doing that as well. She'll do the same. Be friends with you, pretend to be friends with you to get info out of you so they can use it against you later. That's what she does. There's something wrong about them. Exactly. It's not rocket science. Do you know, you can even ask Justin, right? Because Justin's world has been living in Loughborough for years. Now, if that had happened, he would have known about it in his own area, wouldn't he? Where he lived. So that's the thing. Justin used to live around here somewhere. So I don't exactly know where, but you know, doesn't matter. He's lived in Loughborough. He would have heard about this shit if you know, that had happened. And I think what's happened before, just some spiteful idiot. It wasn't really that furry. So let me tell you how this really happened. Okay. I knew someone in real life. I only told that one person in real life. It was someone in real life who brought it onto YouTube. But they spun that lie because they fell out with me. I used to know someone from years ago. You know, it was not exactly how they portrayed it to be. And the thing is, it's got nothing to do with me. Um, you know, there's someone on here called she's called Yellow Woman, right? Her account name. Now she fell out with me years ago. Then she started talking to Lisa, and then Lisa spun that lie and just told people everywhere about, oh, I mean, the story kept changing as well. Like they kept saying, oh, I sat on a child's arm, sat on a child's arm. No, that's not what happened. No. No, it's got nothing to do with me. As I was in a relationship with a man. I was in a relationship with a man and I fell out with him in 2014. And then I'm going to tell you exactly how fucked up spun it's been, right? I was in a relationship with a man And when I fell out with him in 2014, I moved on with my life totally. In fact, I didn't even know that he tried to get in touch with me. He got back in touch with me after 2 years. So I got this message on Facebook. 2 years. And then what happened was he told me over Facebook that he's in trouble because he's no longer able to see his child. He had a child with another woman, which has fuck all to do with me, and that child I've never seen, but he said that the child stopped breathing, right? And then he said it was a complete accident, and then they did CPR on the child, and the child is in hospital. And then they found a fracture on its leg. That's exactly what I told Lisa. That's exactly what I told Ali Cat, because they questioned me. Now I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. It's got nothing to do with me. It's not my child. I've never seen the child. And the child is with the mother and not him. So it's got nothing to do with me. And do you know how horrible it is when you're on here and then people saying, oh, you broke a child's leg? No.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm glad you've seen the light, Kitty. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Cool. Can I just say a chat? There's like over 50 of us across 2 streams here. That idiot is restreaming Kitty. If you all just jump on your alts, I've just got 5 reports in as well. If you all bang it, and we'll be able to take his stream down. So if you can all just like fly over there and do that real quick, that'd be awesome. So yeah. Hope you might come over to kind of our side of the community now anyway, Kitty, because well, I've taken my videos down about you off about you anyway. So hopefully we can have a fresh start.
Yeah, well, that's the true story, what I've just said, what happened really.
I believe you.
Which has got nothing to do with me. That's why I laugh at these people when they say that, because it's not happened.
Well, Dan's been,
you know, I don't know exactly what's happened on his end because I haven't seen him, because it's only over like Messenger. So it was like over that time. So it's nothing to do with me. Like, it's in a sense, I do think that story has flaws. Could be anything. I don't want anything to do with him. Don't talk to him. I don't have fuck all to do with him anymore. Nah, he screwed me over years ago. So anyway, that is what's happened. So anyone saying I broke a child's arm, that's false.
I don't believe that happened for a second.
No, I'm not demon either. That's the other thing. Demon's a man.
Well, you've got community now. you'll probably see a significant, drop in the amount of shit that you get on the channel, which I think a lot of that was because obviously you were, kind of white knighting for Dan a little bit. But like I say,
well, it wasn't really white knighting him. It's just, it's just, you hear so many people say things about folks when they've lied about me, the same people. You can see how I disregard what they say because of that, because they've lied about me.
Well, you do know that Daniel is like mentally ill. He's like literally off his rocker. The whole Fantasyland thing is just, it's completely just, and he just jumps from panel to panel playing the victim, and he just causes all the shit himself. There's tons of evidence.
Yeah, and he's inserting himself into people's cases as well, right?
Because he's a troll.
And he's got no business doing that.
Yeah, but he's not a clever
troll. I haven't interfered with his cases. He shouldn't interfere with mine.
Well, you know what they say, like attracts like, and he's always hanging around with fucking wrong-uns, I mean, look where he's gone to now, and all the flack and fucking... Listen, I always say there's no smoke without fire. Plisco, are you listening? Do you want to come and jump up, and we can add to the conversation, get a good discussion going? Penny Bunny, OG Helen, want to come up? Get a nice power going for Kitty.
You see, I despise a couple of people for starting that rumor off in the first place. So the first person to ever mention about this baby's arm, just to clear this up, is actually that person I knew in real life who lived not far from me, because that one passed it on to Lisa. And then when it got into Lisa's hands, well, she's a cider drinker and she always spins lies anyway, right? And then she put that out there. Then the trolls rode with that one. Just wanted to clear that up.
Well, that's how kind of trolling works. People start a rumor and then everybody else gaslights it and escalates it. And especially if someone reacts to it, then they'll just keep pushing it.
And she's always in that thing. She's always, in denial about that, like she is now, again. I've just told you the truth.
All right, Kitty, how are you, love?
I'm fine.
Hi, Hillbilly.
All right, brother. All right, City Central, yay!
Nice to speak to you.
I love you, City Central.
I've watched some amazing videos of yours and shown them on my stream a couple of times. You've had some legendary conversations with Dan, so respect to you.
I have, haven't I? I've had loads of fucking. You know what I mean? I reckon I was the first person to pick on Daniel Thompson Sullivan, wasn't I?
Well,
I was there before Plisco. I was there before Richard Val. I was there before everybody. Because I was there first. I was there fucking first.
Well, he's got nowhere to fucking hide or go now. He's kind of like, I mean, the only other panel he could probably go on is Rick Productions. He's just literally like done now. He's been massively fucking exposed. And now with this bombshell with, Kitty's finally seen through all the fucking shit. I mean, I think that's absolutely fucking wonderful. Because, when people do like kind of hang out with nefarious cretins like Daniel fucking Thompson Sullivan, and I think it's just a case of people just wanting to be really, really nice and give people benefit of the doubt.
The thing is with Daniel, right? The thing is with Daniel, right? You can't be a friend with him because he tells too many fucking lies. He lies in front of your fucking face, and that's what really pisses me off about him.
He's
manipulative. Yeah, he does, and that's what I've noticed. It's just annoying.
Yeah,
he's saying
he
all
lays
this,
in
oh,
front of
I'm
your
getting
face, Kitty.
solicitors now, and then
Right.
you can
Kitty,
tell he's
you-
lying.
Thing is, Kitty, you'll have him on your channel, right? And he'll constantly keep on lying, and you know yourself, you're saying to yourself, well, you're lying, Daniel. This is not fucking true. You know what I mean? This is a lot of bollocks. Because that's the person he is. He talks a lot of bollocks. You know what I mean? He's the only person that have had a crocodile in his backyard, for fuck's sake.
Didn't he? Oh yeah, he fucking said he had a little pool in the back with a fucking crocodile in
Yeah,
it.
fucking crocodile in the backyard, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
we've heard it all. Everything from the Cessna, the blood diamonds, freaking the
You're not allowed to have a crocodile. There's no,
family in
you'd have to have
Dubai,
a very, very special license to have
millions
a
in the
crocodile.
bank.
In fact, you'd have to be an owner of a zoo to have a fucking crocodile. You're not allowed a fucking crocodile. You're more likely to have a fucking shotgun license than you are to have a fucking crocodile license. You know
Well,
what I mean?
we absolutely wrecked him a few months ago because he said he had a Brazilian wandering spider, which is like the
Ah.
deadliest spider on the planet, and you require a DWA, Dangerous Wild Animals license to have one. So we looked on the register, and there's nobody in the area had one. So he ended up getting reported to the council for saying he had that spider. And yeah, they all
Listen,
had to go around.
no, what? Listen, it's pointless even talking about the person anymore because he's a fucking asshole. It's
Oh, is
pointless talking about him because nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. 1 minute everybody's going being sued by the police. The next minute, then blah blah blah. Nothing's going to change. You know what I mean? Why bother with him?
I've just had a break for 5 months off the net, and I come back and
He's a
still
waste of
he's still
fucking
saying the
space.
same shit, man. He's still saying the same shit.
Yeah, of
Full
course he
bollocks,
is.
man.
Yeah. His trolls will still be dealt in
No.
the year 2020, 90 fucking 7.
The only person who's getting arrested is Dan. Yeah, I mean the evidence is just mounted. He gets
He's
reported
not
every
even
other
getting
week.
arrested. Come on.
Oh,
now.
he's
Come
been
on. He's
fucking
not getting
arrested.
arrested.
I mean, did you not see when he said he had the gun in the house recently, and the police
And he
went
got
round and
arrested
raided
for that.
him?
And
Yeah,
he
he
got
got-
arrested for that. And all
yeah.
the police come
Well,
in.
do you know that
That's not
time?
the
Now,
first time.
here's what I think, right, guys? I think what's happened. Do you know that time he said, oh, he had a police visit and he was reporting trolls at that point? I think they came round to ask him what he's been doing online. I think he was in trouble. I think he did get in trouble with the police.
Yeah, he
From
posts
that time.
misinformation of
Kitty,
people's
let me tell you
fucking
something
private
now,
pictures.
Kitty, right? He ain't having nothing about the police. He's saying, oh, everybody's going to get done for this and everybody's going to... It's all a bollocks. Nobody's getting done for fuck all. Nobody is getting done for nothing. End of. So you can sit there and listen to all his fucking lies, which is a load of fucking shit. When he'd say, oh, hang on, I'm moving now into this. He's
not
fucking
moving anywhere.
He's making out now that he's moving into a convent where nobody is supposed to speak to anybody. You know? He's moving into a fucking convent. Fucking hell.
You'll be able to get him in the fucking building.
Fucking hell, Bell. He's watching too many fucking movies. He's
They'd
moving
have-
into a fucking convent.
They'd have to airlift him to a new place.
Fucking hell. Moving into a fucking convent and nobody's allowed to go in there.
You know, when you see those cows getting airlifted to the vets and stuff.
And yet he
That's
says,
right.
I can come online, he said. Fucking hell. What a load of
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel, why is your head so big, you fat mong? He's
I
restored.
don't believe anything he says anymore. It's crap.
Who's Teddy on the bottom there? Who's Teddy?
Hiya, it's Moon.
I can't hear you.
Hi, Moon. You all right?
Hiya, yeah. Hi, Hill.
Is that Teddy, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I gotta build bridges with you, haven't I?
No, you're all right. You was only having a laugh. I don't take
No.
Let me just
no.
try and put your volume up, Moon, because I think it's low. Let me just try and help you.
Okay. Easy had this problem the other day, and he had to go in the settings and turn
Yeah,
it up.
something wrong with the.
Are you in
Try
your house?
speaking again.
Hello.
Turn everything off up there.
Any better?
Yeah.
Going home.
Any
I
better?
don't know.
All right. I'll come out and sort it out.
I'm not sure. It's very low.
Any better now?
Oh, that's better. I think it is, isn't it?
Is it okay now?
Yeah, that's better. A lot better.
Yeah, easy had to do. I've never had this issue, but StreamYard
So what
apparently.
it is, Moon, let me tell you what's happened.
Hey,
You've been in someone's panel and they muted you. They put the volume down on
Sorry
your
to
end.
interrupt, but the stream has been taken down. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Which
Who?
one?
The one where they were restreaming you, we got it smashed off.
Hey, Moon.
Oh,
Moon, I was a bastard to you.
no, you weren't.
And I'm sorry, yeah.
No,
Next time they restream or do anything to you, there'll be a whole Discord of fucking people that'll just fucking flag. You watch. They want mayhem. We'll show them mayhem.
I remember you from Reels days, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
but at the end of the day,
Used to have a bit of
it's all bollocks anyway. You know what I mean? Why
Yeah,
can't we
cool,
have
look,
why
life's
can't we have
too-
a nice
life's
panel
too short.
and everybody talk nice to everybody? You know what I mean? You know.
Yeah, and everyone had a little bit of a troll and a bit of a wind up and everything. I don't take it. It's only when it gets nasty and goes into families then.
Yeah,
I think, you know.
but that only comes around when you acknowledge it.
Yeah.
If you totally ignore it, people have got my address. There have been one or two people that have said to me, "I know exactly where you live," and they give out my address.
Ugh.
And I made out that I haven't got a clue what they're talking about. So nothing else will come in.
No one ever comes round.
Even though they were right. They were absolutely right. They were absolutely right. Do you know what I mean? They were absolutely fucking right.
So
There's two
couple
people
of
on
them
here
at it
that have got
last
my
night.
real address.
he's
And
restreaming
because I
you again.
am bothered about it, then they think they haven't got it. So they were. They think they haven't.
Yeah, no one's
He's
going
restreaming
anywhere.
it again.
They can come paint my fucking house if they want.
That's what I said, come and knock on my door. Don't sit online. God, but they don't.
It's stupid, man. It's absolutely stupid, man. Yeah.
Life's too short.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I've been doing the garden all day. I've been painting and fucking cutting wood and doing everything.
Yeah, keeping busy. Yeah.
And I've just come back.
What are you painting? Are you painting one of your rooms?
Oh no, all the decking of the garden.
Oh, the decking outside. I see. Yeah.
All the decking outside.
Yeah,
I literally built that garden outside. Ta-ra, Francis. Ta-ra, Lev.
You still got your fish tanks, Hillbilly?
I got my fish tanks, I got my pond, I got them all.
Oh.
Yeah, I got them all. Moon.
Phone.
What are you doing now? You're checking me off here now, yeah?
And you hang around with Dan Sullivan, Ali can't go away.
Slap her, Kitty, slap her.
I think I caught the sun today, didn't I?
I was going to say your face is well burnt. You'll probably get a headache now.
No, I don't suffer from a headache. No. Look what I bought today. I see what I bought today.
What's that?
Carabinder in there as well. Carabinder in there as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice case, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, with a Carabinder. How much do you get paid for that?
What is it?
It's a case, look.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought there was something in it.
With a Carabinder, solid case, yeah. I paid £1 for it.
Oh, nice one. Can't get much for £1 these days.
No, can you fuck it? I can get all these. Do anybody
Is
see
he
my?
Briscoe?
Do
Tell him
anybody
to
want to
fuck
see
off.
my biggest bargain this week? Anybody want to see my biggest bargain this week?
Oh, your
Kitty,
biggest bargain.
my biggest bargain.
Your biggest bargain.
No,
Give me a
no.
speaker, love. Give me a
Is it
speaker.
anything like your Ray-Bans?
No,
Happy
no,
bargain.
I never bought Ray-Bans from.
No,
I
you
bought-
got them
You
off
did buy a
the.
Ray-Ban frame.
Was it Carb Boot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was your Ray-Ban frames when you had your prescription glasses. Prince
Oh
Ray-Ban
yeah,
frames,
no. But I got proper Ray-Bans.
Oh, I know that.
But they come from.
You put
You-
your own lenses in the Ray-Bans or something.
Oh yeah, no, that didn't
Yeah.
work out.
I don't know where your speaker is.
It's a blue speaker. Oh, it's
Dunno.
upstairs.
Let me
I
get
bought
it
a
here.
no. I bought a Sony speaker the other day, right? 70 quid's worth of speaker, and I had it for £1.50.
I'll get it.
£1 fucking 50 out of it. Fucking hell.
Nice one.
Is you gotta know what you're looking for, innit? You really gotta know what you're looking for. I bought a speaker right for £1 from Boot Sale, right? I flogged her on Facebook for 50 quid. 50 fucking quid.
Right.
There it is. There's the one. There's the one.
Oh, okay.
I paid $1.99 for that.
You didn't you pay 150?
Oh, 150 is it? 150.
Bloody
I
hell.
paid £1.50 for that. £1
Nice one.
fucking 50. You Google that fucking speaker.
Yeah, not
Anybody
cheap.
can Google that speaker, right? It's 50 odd quid.
Yeah, Sony aren't cheap.
You know,
You- It doesn't even look like it's worth 50 quid.
it doesn't,
Surprising
Kitty.
kitchen, yeah.
It
It's
doesn't.
the name
Well,
on it,
there
Kitty.
it
It's
is.
got
It's the
Sony
name
on
on
it,
it.
that's why.
Yeah.
You hear the quality of the music that comes out of it, though. You can tell it's not cheap. It's not tinny.
Yeah.
Anybody
So where did you get that
anybody
from
want to
then,
YouTube
Hillbilly?
that?
What's your secret? Where you get your bargain from?
Anybody want to YouTube that? YouTube that speaker. Kitty, YouTube that speaker. Sony.
I'm on my phone, Hillbilly, but I can do it later. I'll have a look.
Yeah, you YouTube that speaker, Kitty.
The other day, I bumped into that woman who bought those little miniature bottles of drink.
That's a
bottles.
£50 speaker, Kitty.
Yeah, she bought a curb chain, 50 pence, and it turned out to be gold.
Yeah,
And
people
why don't we
sell.
get bargains like that?
Yeah, people sell loads of shit, mate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I watered that plant there. I got water.
Moon.
Yeah, yes.
Do me a favor, love.
Yeah.
Google that speaker, yeah?
Okay. What's it called?
It's a Sony, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's called the. Hang on. It's called the. Oh, where's my fucking glasses?
It's so light.
Where's my glasses, love? I can't
Oh,
fucking
it's
see.
a garden.
I'm blind. I am blind.
Oh, he's done like me, love.
Right. Moon, just type in Sony portable speaker.
Cool. Sony UK.
Portable speaker.
$44.99. Yeah. 50 quid.
Exactly. And I paid £1.50 for it. Oh, yeah. What a fucking bargain. What an absolute bargain. You know what I mean? And it's a
Nice one.
lovely fucking speaker. What I did do, because I got all security cameras all around the house, yeah? I do attach this to my phone. So instead of my phone going bing, this will go bang, you know what I mean? Make it a lot louder, like, yeah. £1.25. Was it £1? No, £1.50. I think I give for it.
£1.50.
Yeah,
Result.
yeah, fucking right.
Glasses.
Look at that.
What's that, Teddy?
Look at that.
Something's going on up the garden.
Oh,
It's going mad.
it's been a lovely hour to work here, hasn't it?
Been nice up garden today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
It's been a lovely day,
It's
hasn't
been
it?
nice to get things done.
It's been a cracking day today.
You look like you've caught the sun.
You are.
Well, me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I've been painting all day and
You have worked hard.
Fucking
today.
hell.
I'm getting a
I've
herb
worked on
garden going. I'm making a herb garden.
Nice. You fixed the bench roof. You've
Oh,
done the
that-
roof on the bench, painted all the chairs, and I done fucking loads of bed
You-
today.
repaired or replaced the one decking board.
Yeah.
You've done a bit.
Blimey.
Anything like that. I can't think of you. Oh God, you worked hard on the roof of the seat, didn't you? Oh, you've done lots of painting.
Lots of painting, bruv, but that's my greatest hero. £1.20, £1.
Oh, I'm dead proud of that.
Do you know what, Moon? I bought one the other week, right? I bought the X-Boom or something, right? And a bloke, right? He had it all in fucking pile of tools and everything, right? And I said,
Oh.
how much do you want? How much do you want for this? And he said, £1. Give me £1 for it. I sold it for 50 quid.
Oh my word.
Our best buy was that filter for the pond and that one. We went up to London for that.
Yeah, went up to
Yeah.
London. I went on a bid up on on
Auction, wasn't it?
on auction. Yeah,
We won it for £30.
we won it for 30 quid. We had to go up to London for it, right?
Mm.
And it was 700 odd pounds
You
worth of
practically
fucking
threw
equipment.
it, didn't you?
Yeah, I had it for
Wow.
fuck all.
Oh, he was an
Fucking hell.
ignorant man, mind, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Really ignorant.
700 odd pounds worth of equipment. But he had an house. He's a millionaire, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
oh, they
you know
were
what I mean?
big houses, weren't they? Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a
Oh, they
very...
wouldn't mind then.
Huh?
And who knows what they throw out there in the garden, the millionaire.
Yeah, exactly, Kitty. But he was a millionaire.
He was expecting a lot
You know
more
what I
for
mean?
that,
He had a
wasn't
millionaire's house. You know what I mean? He had a millionaire's house. But I had that equipment for fuck all.
Yeah, but
So
he was dead ignorant, wasn't he?
yeah, we drove 4 hours, and he wouldn't even, give us
When I asked there's
to
loads
the
close, wasn't
toilet. You know what I
there?
mean?
Down the
What a
road,
prick,
round the corner. Yeah.
you know.
And you find a cafe.
My
with
missus
toilet.
said, where's the nearest toilet? We drove 4 hours, mind.
5.
And 5 hours, and he said, "Oh, down around there." You could have turned around and said, "Oh, you can use my toilet." You know what I mean? But he's a cunt. But never mind. I ripped him off. I ripped him off for 700 quid's worth of equipment for fucking 30
Probably
quid.
why you weren't too happy. You didn't rip it off. You just got it for what it was, didn't you?
Yeah, bought it for what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I gonna? Hey, Kitty, when am I gonna see you back on your bike?
Oh, soon. Next month.
You still haven't got a puncture of it.
Well, I've got to go and get it repaired.
Oh, you would have
Fix
repaired
it your
that
fucking
quick,
self.
wouldn't you?
Can't it fix it yourself?
You would have done that for in a blink, wouldn't you?
God, of course I would have. I would have fixed that puncture. Of course I would have. Yeah. I remember.
When I get it repaired, which will be next month, it won't cost me too much. So I get done
Kitty,
then.
it'll only cost you pennies anyway.
Sure, it's nice
But,
of you. You'd be a nice Sonic. You'd be sore, but that's not you.
Hang on. I remember you first time you ever seen you, Kitty, was you when you done a barbecue.
Oh yeah, we had that.
Yeah. I did. I've still got a barbecue, one of those instant barbecue things.
Yeah,
So
you was outdoors doing a barbecue on your bike, and I thought
Yeah.
you were absolutely fucking brilliant.
Well, no, I think it was Kitty that gave us the idea to
Yeah.
all I've got to do, I mean, I'd like to do this as well because I'd like to do fishing as well, then have a barbecue as well at the same time.
Yeah,
Have you got a garden, Kitty, at all? Like a shared
No,
garden?
that's it. I'm not
No?
allowed to do any barbecues here. That's why I went off on the bike somewhere. It's just unfortunate, but you know, not that much of a inconvenience. It's nicer anyway to go and have a barbecue by the canal.
Yeah,
it's
true.
lovely to have a barbecue by the side of a canal.
Yeah. I mean, because it reminds me when I was on the boat, you see, and used to go on the boat, and then we used to moor up and then have a barbecue by the canal.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
When up towards Bork, we ended up with a little bridge and we had the river, didn't we? And we sat there cooking sausages and whatever.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Well, it's nice. Yeah, I'll do what I did before, but this time I've got to make sure I don't drop my phone because that's what happened that day. I dropped my phone and smashed it.
So have you been looking at some good topics, Kitty? Come up with anything?
I didn't last night. I just went straight to sleep. I woke up.
I think we were rabbiting to about
Yeah.
one.
I don't even know what time we went. It was late. But anyway, yeah.
There was loads to catch up on as well. So we were like,
I know there's just loads because I haven't spoke to you for months and properly.
I know, ages. But like Dan came back and I just thought, I can't sit and listen to him.
Do you know what? He is the biggest fucking bullshitter ever.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. How the fuck can anybody entertain him in a fucking live stream on me? You know yourself, Moon, right? You used to go on to me when I used to say to her, get rid of that fat bastard. You know what I mean? What a fucking load of shit that can talks.
I think a lot of people felt sorry for him, that he was lonely and people were just being nasty. But, you know, stuff come along.
See, do you know what? Do you know, Moon? If I'm being honest, right? I can put up with Don, right, if he's talking to me, yeah? But he can't be talking to me when he's telling me fucking bollocks that I know is not real. You know what I mean? It's not fucking real. You know what I mean? He is literally like, you know what?
He insults people's intelligence by thinking they're actually going to believe it. Right? We're not thick. Yeah, we're not stupid.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it just gets ridiculous.
It's absolutely stupid with him, isn't it? Absolutely fucking stupid.
I mean, the thing is, he was droning on. I mean, the past few days has been absolutely diabolical. It's constantly the same subject we've heard many, many times before, and it's even worse than it was before.
I'd rather a good thief than a fucking liar.
Yeah,
a liar you cannot trust.
No.
You can't trust a fucking liar. You know?
But I could see Kitty's face. I said to her last night. I
said to you last night, didn't I? I said to you, I was trying my best But I was shaking my head after it did. But you know,
Like when you like staring into space, he's droning on and on and on about going to live in fucking Pontin colony camp.
And the lemonade and vodka.
The teenager is seen wearing a white t-shirt with shorts and trainers, and his phone shows his last location at Royal Hill Park, 8:50 a.m. on Monday the 22nd of June. Now, here's what Sam Gowland, a former Love Island contestant, had to say about this.
Yeah.
News of Brad only speaking 11 days after the disappearance of Jill.
Why on earth has it only just been released to the public now, 11 days after Jay Slater's gone missing, that he sent his mate videos of himself sliding down the mountains? How many conspiracies and different beats off the fact that people have gone would that have stopped and helped the investigation? Why now?
And like many of us following the case, he as well is confused about this whole case. Honestly, it is all extremely confused at the moment. So many different stories and so many
You'll have to
different...
turn that down, Billy.
My head is completely gone now.
Well,
Is that just a room a minute, Kitty?
Oh my God. So obviously yesterday I was discussing about the theories that a lot of people are saying, has he been kidnapped? Has he got the Moroccans? Is he just hiding? Is he still alive? What is he, is he going to be found safe? What's going on? That I've seen today all over when I've been doing the research.
Kitty, has there been any news about that Jay Slater guy, do you know?
well, what they've discovered is his best friend came forward
My opinion.
only just now to say that he heard him slipping down the mountain like rocks going. We heard him falling, and they were laughing down the phone, and that before spoke to him. So he come out and said that. So I think they're increasing
Wow.
the search, like obviously to see if he has fallen down a ravine or anything like that. To me, it could be any. There's so many scenarios. There's so many avenues and scenarios to look at that. All of it is speculation. I mean, even the news, there's speculation as well. I mean, it might not even be falling down the ravine. It might be something completely different. He might have been actually, he might have caught a boat. He might have. There's so many different.
He's fucking dead, Kitty. He's absolutely dead.
Well, he must be, because there's no way anyone can survive out there in that climate, in that heat.
He was part of a gang that macheted a fucking bloke that cut his head in half, cut his fucking head off. That bloke is already out there. He's out there anyway. He's a fucking thug.
But I'll tell you what I have seen though, and this has not been in the news at all. In Morocco, which is across Africa, there they found an unidentified body of a young male. Right?
Yeah, they can ship them anywhere. They can cut them up and ship them anywhere.
So I think they haven't said who it is yet.
No,
yeah,
they popped that
can ship them up
story.
and cut them out anywhere. Yeah.
They popped that story and then clamped up. You didn't hear no more about that.
The thing is, Moon, I've been to a lot of countries, yeah, and it's so hot, so humid, and everybody works on the fact that it's so hot.
Have you been to Tenerife, Hillbilly?
Of course I have, yes, yeah, and they make out it's so hot, which it is. It is so fucking hot. But they use that for an excuse.
Dry. Yeah,
they use that for an excuse. That fucker's gone. I'm telling you now, that fucker's gone. Because I've been to Tenerife, and if I ever wanted help, there's help out there. There is help out there.
Every day, there's no searching. There's more people talking. There's more.
Yeah.
Regardless
of what country you go to, there's always help there. Do you know what I mean?
He was right at the right place. He was at the Airbnb. He could have got his phone charged.
She
Bought
said
some
there's a bit,
water.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
she said the bus stop's by there. There's the
Yeah,
bus
but
stop
Neil,
there.
what
Yeah.
I said was, those two men we travelled all those miles with to go to their Airbnb, why didn't they just take him back to Los Tristan?
Well, then two men now are under an
Yeah.
investigation.
But
He's
why
gone.
Why
He's
didn't
gone,
they just
man.
take him back to
Yeah,
his hotel?
yeah. But don't forget the Rolex watch as well. It's 70
So
grand.
I had a little intriguing look at a psychic's point of view, right? A psychic claims that he's been took by a couple and they're holding him hostage in a building,
Do you know
and
what
that they are feeding him, but they're hoping for a reward. They're not actually telling him that about the media. They're keeping that quiet. That's
Do you know what?
that's
I even right because of his background, right? Because he's a thug, right? And his background, right?
Yeah, they still don't
I wouldn't be at all surprised, right? Another GoFundMe, yeah. If that's a scam as well.
Yeah.
They've even said that.
Well, everyone is saying it's a scam because, I mean, that mother has actually, she does
He's not
go
going to
on
get away with
holidays
it.
quite
They're not going to get
frequently.
away with it anyway.
Listen.
Well,
Goes
she's
on
now
holidays
using the
quite a lot,
money.
and
She's now using the money to pay for family members to go over there.
yeah, apparently she's done it before. This kind of
No
scam
way.
before, apparently. There's
God.
what
About.
it is.
Mother.
If you look into the past, it mentions about she changed her name. She didn't used to be called that name. It was a different name before then. She's
He's either dead as a fucking dodo or it's a fucking scam. Either one or the other.
Yeah.
You know, fucking hell.
Yeah.
You don't just disappear like Amma. You die on the side of the road, man. You know what I mean? If it was me, I'd
It
end up
just
dying on
seems
the side of the fucking
implausible that he would decide to go off track and
For an 11-hour walk when he could have waited for 2 hours for the bus.
Exactly. Could have waited 2 hours for the fucking bus right outside the fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she making out she even passed him on the road. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Bollocks.
that woman's, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of bollocks.
I
There's a
mean,
ballad, yes.
even when he went with these two guys, you would have charged your phone at some point. You could have got them to make a call. You could have got the woman at the Airbnb to make a call.
Yeah, of course you could have, yeah.
In this day and age, you're not going to get cut off from civilization unless you've been taken or wandered into.
Do you know, I
uncivilized area.
honestly believe, right? It's a GoFundMe scam. I reckon it's a GoFundMe fucking scam.
well, it seems funny how they set it up really quickly as well.
I think it's a GoFundMe
Really quickly,
fucking
like
scam.
First they
did
said
that,
they
and-
weren't going to, and then the next day there it was. They won't get away with that.
And it's that Lucy looks a bit dodgy
that's the thing.
herself.
See, Teddy, they don't fucking get away with it, do they?
That
But they
Lucy
spend
sounds
it in the
really
heat of the
dodgy.
moment, don't they? They try to spend it in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
With every fucking crook. You know, down through all the ages, you know what I mean? When the old geezers were fucking blowing up banks and, you know what I mean, and taking all the money out of their saves, they were only getting away for it for a week or whatever shit.
Yeah.
Nothing ever changes. Nothing
No.
ever fucking changes, you know what I mean? Fucking hell.
So really
Because
odd one.
everybody, all the bank robbers society, they're thick as fuck, and they think they can get away with it, but they're not going to get away with it. They ain't going to get away with it. You know what I mean?
Very odd.
There's a
Yeah.
guy that owns a rental car thing, and he come out and said that he's lived there for 10 years. He's British, but he's lived there for 10 years with his dad doing a business. And he's been helping out with the search. He's been giving cars to people to help with the search and everything. And even he did some live streams on this in that area. It's so steep. it's
Well, we
almost
got-
impossible
we
to walk
got-
like
Yeah,
we
but
that
at
there
what
is.
point? At what point does, I mean, they're saying, oh, he's an intelligent boy and blah, but at what point do you realise, right, I need to turn
Right.
around and go back?
I want to say
You
something else.
said
What I
exactly
found out.
what I was thinking. At the end of the day, it's over. It's over. Whether it's a
Hillbilly,
fucking
can I speak,
scam or
please?
anything else, it's all over
Can
now.
I speak a minute? Hold on. I want to tell you something what I know. Right. People have been going on about Jay with these 7 people that he supposedly ganged up on a Tom Hilton. Right. Look at Tom Hilton's past. He's worse than them. He's
Yeah,
got 14 convictions and 28 offences. That's that
Who's
Tom
he,
Hilton.
Kitty? Who's that? The boy that he attacked with the machete?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's even worse. His criminal record is far, far worse.
Right.
And it could
Everybody,
Serve that though, did he?
at the end of the day,
yeah.
everybody needs to stop thinking about it now. He's a goner. He's a fucking
I
goner.
need to stop thinking about it at all.
Yeah, but he's a goner, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's a fucking thug and he's a goner. Like,
Police in Tenerife
You know what I mean?
announced a massive search operation for
you know,
missing
he's a
guests.
fucking goner. He's a goner, he is. He's either a goner or a scam artist.
Yeah, something's weird, isn't it? Because even if you got to where you thought, all right, I'm struggling.
This is what
now.
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Teddy, right? He's either fucking goner or a scam artist. But you can't even scam yourself with money because it's gone too far now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's too public now. It's way too public. So you can't even cheat anybody now because public news is so big.
Because
And actually, the investigators are now looking into their past as well, their past convictions and everything else. They are.
Somebody posted on Twitter, look, you know, this has been going on for days. They posted an article of another young lad who had gone missing and not even made it to the news.
Yeah, there's actually a load of people. There's about a dozen people that have gone missing in Tenerife that's not even
Well, they
been
found the body
mentioned.
the other day while
A
looking for him
couple-
anyway, didn't
A
they?
couple, right? So here's what I found: a couple,
Oh,
right? One of them they can't find, but they found the other lady. She was decapitated. They found the woman was decapitated that when they found that one. So yeah, there is. I mean, obviously there is a possibility they could have been kidnapped by some gangs.
Along the road, which is the last place that Jamie see, and then we move further and further towards the ocean.
They're not fucking finding him. Trust me, they're not fucking finding him. He's a goner. He's a goner, he is.
They're saying Dylan Jamie Duffy, 18, went missing from Oldham, Manchester, was last seen Euston train station. But that hasn't reached the media.
He's gonna find. If they do find him, right, he's gonna be found like a dried prune. You know what I mean? There's gonna be fucking.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think if you were on your last legs and you thought, I'm really not going to make this, but I need to make sure they find me? I mean, you're surrounded by.
Well, apparently
you're
you only had
surrounded-
1%. Apparently you only had 1% on his battery.
Yeah, but you're surrounded by sticks. I mean, you would make a pole, rip your t-shirt, put a bit of a flag on top.
Teddy,
What I didn't understand
Teddy, I
about
can
when
tell
he
you
went
something
missing.
now, right?
Okay, listen
I
to me
can
a
tell
minute.
you something now, right?
Don't
He's
do it.
been
Stop
fucking
putting in.
battered. He's been
Stop
fucking
putting in.
battered.
Let me speak, please.
Sorry, kid.
What I found funny about, you know, the area he was lost in, there was houses around. There was other houses. They may have had to go around the road to get there, but there was houses there. There was dwellings and whatever else. He could have gone and sheltered in one of them.
Yeah, there's a Rolex watch and all. He made out he was going to steal an expensive Rolex watch. He had fucking crossed the line and someone's fucking battered him. Oh, I don't know.
It's all
Someone
weird, isn't it?
battered him.
It
Because
is
he made
weird.
a point. He made a point about taking his photograph on the steps of that place where the two guys were. But what was he doing, traveling 30 miles away from his accommodation?
Exactly. I reckon
No
they
one would
took him
do
there.
that.
I
On
reckon
his
they took
own.
him there. They fucked him off, took him out because he was on about pinching a 30 grand a Rolex watch anyway, regardless of the
Yeah.
price. And nah, I'm telling you, he's a goner. He is a fucking goner. As sad as it is, he's a goner.
Do you know they say
Well,
today about volunteers? And the one bloke on
yeah,
the
they call in for volunteers.
and they must be 5 of them are all turned up. Yeah. And he says it's mostly about the footage and that the police want.
Tex-Mex cheese from Castello.
But you know, to go out in that terrain when you've got no experience of rambling, rock climbing, anything like that.
It just seems odd he's actually gone all of that way.
Yeah,
That, you know, it's so far from where he was staying.
yeah.
Was he coerced into going? Was he
And to go on his own, though.
I don't know,
To go on his own.
yeah,
You would somewhere you didn't know you stick to the road.
just
Yeah, I'm sorry,
seems
but
weird.
he would stick to the road, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In a
he
strange
would definitely stick
country.
to the road. But there was footage, grainy footage of somebody getting in a car, white car. So it could have possibly been picked up by people, but then they might have been bad people that he got in the car, hitchhiked in.
I
might-
think them two
you know.
blokes who he went with, they know a lot more than what they're saying.
Exactly.
yeah. I mean,
they
all
were
these
allowed
things
to leave.
about him slipping on the rocks has only just come out 2 weeks later. That's crazy. Why wasn't that said on day one?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's
You know,
crucial. Yeah.
Listen, we are going to talk about something
Yeah.
totally different. Jay
maybe these people are a little bit dumb not to mention it, or something else.
Well,
His disappearance. This is in Tenerife.
Yeah, Monday was
Civil
going to
guard
be
said they're going to step up their search of the 19-year-old after appealing for volunteer associations and individuals with experience.
I
Why
mean,
you
they've
gotta
not
think-
even
why you gotta
interviewed.
think he's
They've
not
not
coming
even interviewed the two guys. Yeah.
Police.
I mean, come on,
Well,
that's the
they-
first thing you go to,
they
isn't it? You
did.
go to the
Yeah.
two guys.
they did, Kitty. It was very brief. They let them return back to this country, but surely they're still speaking to them.
But they want to leave a day early.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sounds not fucking right, does it?
It's
Those two
Why
guys
would
went
you-
home very quickly after that.
Yes.
Was it their
Exactly.
guilt?
Yeah.
But why would anybody go off on their own with two strange blokes to 30 mile away from friends with
Yeah.
their phone ready to die? No. It's
But we
just
didn't we hear
weird.
that
Yeah.
his phone was fully charged and there's no way he would have died. I heard somewhere on YouTube, I know it's not all true, but somebody had said that his phone was fully charged and there's no way that his phone would have
Right.
died.
Is either right? I'll put it like this, right? He's either being kept against his will, or he's a fucking dead as a dodo.
That's one or the other, isn't it? Be fair.
Because at the end of the day, you can't do any more now. It's all fucked up. So
Yeah. I mean, it's swinging more to kidnap or hostage situation.
yeah, but it's all fucked up now. So you kidding? You know
I
what I mean?
think those two
Yeah.
men have got something to do with it because why other would you leave a lovely place like Tenerife, their own Airbnb rental, and go home early? And then suddenly
You can't, right? This is a fact, right? you can't all say together, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 people, right? We'll kidnap you, and we make out now it's a kidnapping, right?
Yeah. Right.
Even though you're being kidnapped, right? We'll keep you isolated for 14, 15, 16, 17, 2
And then
weeks or
make our
whatever, right?
demands, right?
Right? Everybody can look for you. Everybody can do a GoFundMe and all of the intelligence. At the end of the day, right? When you got to come to light, right? Officers will know exactly
That's
what
what I said
happened.
to you was you
They're
can
not-
suddenly do
They're not fucking stupid.
He's not suddenly going to be found.
You know what I mean?
walking down the road,
Fuck
is he?
me. You know what I mean? This is what police officers do.
They
You know what I
are.
mean?
If
They
you turn up a
they
lie,
will
right,
expose your fucking, you know what I mean? Your crime.
Yeah. There's
Right.
one about you, love, saying if he turns up a lie,
Yeah.
right, surprised.
They will expose your fucking crime. You can't get away with false fucking imprisonment. You can't do it. You cannot do it. You know what I mean? We got law enforcement, right? Not your normal fucking Bobby on the beat, right? We got intelligent officers, right? That can turn around and say, what a lot of bollocks, right? We got you for fucking planning on, making out money, or it's all got to be about money, isn't it?
But
It's
that
all
girl
about
said
your-
that he left a nightclub because he was feeling tired. But if that's the case, how does he then wander off with 2 strange blokes 30 miles away?
The evidence that is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you got to go fund me, which is like 40 grand.
Now, if you
Yeah.
read the GoFundMe, it doesn't mention anything about Jay missing until a lot later in that GoFundMe description, which tells me there's deception there from
They
the
yeah,
GoFundMe.
they were saying, Kitty, that description had changed many times.
Yeah. So I always a load of bollocks anyway, but I do think he's
Yeah.
dead. I do think he's dead.
Kitty,
Yeah,
someone's
well,
asking
and
if you can
wait.
unban Silly Central.
Well, it might. I'll have to end the live stream to do that. 'Cause
Oh,
I can't
do
do
it
it
after
now.
then.
Yeah, I honestly think he's dead, to be honest with you. I honestly do.
I can't touch the thing while I'm on here. That's the problem.
I'll pop back in.
Yeah, do it after then, Kitty.
Yeah, it's because I've only got my phone now for internet.
Oh, what happened to your PC?
Oh, nothing at all. I can still, play games and whatever else without the internet. I'm just
Oh,
got
okay.
phone for internet now.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to cut down on bills and stuff. So
Do you know what? The price of stuff, and it's absolute garbage.
yeah, I know.
Even the food, it's just substandard and twice the price. Then they're recalling all the salad stuff, aren't they?
Yeah,
Someone's
Maybe
already
not.
died. Food poisoning. I mean, lettuce, for fuck's sake.
so it's just stupid, price and that, and it's like it's eating my money at the end of the month, and so I've got to try and regulate things.
Go vegan, Kitty. It's well cheap.
Vegan.
I was
Well,
thinking, like, if I
How
still ate
how is
meat,
it cheap though? Because a lot of things perish.
yeah, but you can freeze stuff. You can freeze a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I need to get a new freezer because I haven't got enough
Mm.
room. There's not enough room.
I don't think I'd
Like,
eat as well if I was still buying meat, like for every meal. You know, the days of meat and 2 veg. You know, families can't do that anymore.
I mean, I went into Morrison's, and this was a few years ago, and I just for curiosity, I went round like the fruit and veg thing. I saw a mango, £7 for a mango.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Yeah, I'm lucky I
£7
don't like them.
for a mango?
I
How
know,
is
it's
it
insane.
cheap?
But yeah, it's a shame you haven't got a bit of garden or window box or something. You
I
can
know,
grow
that's
your
the thing.
own
I'm lacking in
tomatoes.
garden.
The best thing to grow is peppers, because you can have them all sorts of ways. Stuffed peppers are amazing. That's just a bit of rice, and you can put a bit of bacon in there if you want a bit of meat in there. Herbs. But the price of meat is horrendous.
It is. You know, when you start seeing chickens for £10, that's
Yeah.
when you say, nah. I
And
mean,
you
now
know,
what I do, I go to Aldi and I buy the cut up ones. They're only about £2 for a pack. That's a lot better than paying, you know, for a full chicken, where you can get
yeah,
four pieces. It's as much as a big chicken anyway.
yeah, true.
So it's like 4 times less price. I also freeze it as well.
Yeah, and
Freeze the
times
chicken.
they haven't changed in years. You know, you go years and years back when, you know, the complaints were that the cost of food, this is why kids were being raised on pies and sausages, all
Yeah,
the
I
old
mean, this is
shit.
why there's a weight problem as well, because it's a lot of
Yes,
it is processed food, because that's all people can afford. We can't
yes,
afford the nice stuff. It's expensive. It's too much, especially
yeah,
for unemployed people.
yeah, exactly. It's crazy. It's always been that way. You know, the poor just end up eating crap. Terrible.
Yeah. It's mental, isn't it? It's like the price of stuff these days, mental.
Well, I
You know,
remember Boris Johnson making a promise that he was going to put an end to all these rubbish goods, because basically, like, go on Amazon, look at the reviews, everything is utter shit. So you buy a paddling pool for the kids for the garden, it arrives, oh, it lasted a day, or it turned up, there's a hole in it. You know, all this plastic, that's why it's all going in the bin. And yet, how is that saving the
haven't
planet?
you noticed how thin the rubbish bags are? You
Yeah,
know, I don't remember them, like you'd be able to. You can actually see through it.
see
It's
for 'em,
that
yeah,
thin, and
yeah,
I have to buy the heavy duty ones because otherwise they'll just split.
yeah.
You know, if I buy the normal ones, yeah, it's rubbish. But even the heavy duty ones, you can see through them.
Yeah, I bought some because we're doing over the garden for like garden stuff. They were like £2 for 10. They're no different to the ones you get in the pound shop. Complete rubbish.
Yeah.
But I was terrible. I was just one to go on Amazon, buy something. I never used to look around. I hate shopping anyway. Never used to bother looking around, but I do now. Half the time, like I see a skin for the Xbox. I wanted a white one, and it was I think it's like 37 quid on Amazon. And I had it in the basket, and I'm trying to convince myself, yeah, go on, treat yourself. And I just happened to notice a review where it said half the price on eBay. I went over there, and there it was, 13 quid.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, from now on, I'm just going to check elsewhere. So you just get so ripped off. But even like with the Hoovers, they're a load of shit. Cookers, they're a load of shit. And all that was supposed to be stopping, you know, to save the planet. And it hasn't happened.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's not
They
really
call it-
saving the planet, to be honest, because
Exactly.
other countries, right?
Yes.
I mean, they haven't got their sanitation sorted out. They haven't got their pollution or rubbish sorted out.
India, China, yeah.
I mean, it's still there. That's what I don't get, right?
Mm.
It's okay picking on UK, but there's many other countries that aren't even doing it. So
Yeah, because I'm sure that Greta Thunberg hasn't been to India or China and gobbed off to them. It's all nuts.
it's
And
just
at the end of it all, it's all to sell you something else. I think someone was saying these electric cars have been a big disaster.
it doesn't make sense. Half of it don't make sense. It's like, well,
Yeah, well, when you
why
look into these things, you'll find that those in high office have all got friends with these companies that sell electric cars and the batteries for electric cars. So they're just doing
Yeah.
their rich pig.
I mean,
friends
they've got
favour.
gas guzzlers, yeah. They've got gas guzzler cars. I mean,
Mm.
some people, I've never really understood why rich people decide to go and buy Jeeps when they're not using it off the road.
Yeah. And then moan at the little man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the hypocrisy.
I mean, you got Boris Johnson, and he's off in gallivanting when it's locked down.
Yeah.
While he's telling the country about, oh, you got to stay inside, whatever, and then that happens. Yeah, hypocrisy.
He's just had his second holiday this year. Carrie bought him these 3 massive elephants for the garden, like ornaments. And you're like, well, I bet they cost an absolute arm and a leg.
When you find out as well where they put their money into, that they actually they're doing money laundering themselves as well.
Yeah,
right?
of
You find all that out.
Yeah.
You realise that most of those people in Parliament should not be in there because they're doing illegal stuff. They're even funding illegal stuff as well, and it's crazy, you know. Not acceptable.
Madness. You know, families having to go to food banks.
Yeah, I
And
find
they're
that
roaming
disgusting.
around.
Did you see that
Yeah.
couple who's working full time, both of them, and they've got children as well, and they're having to go to food bank to make ends meet?
Yeah, disgusting. Absolutely. And they pay themselves thousands, and half the time they're not even sitting in Parliament. But I think, you know, with the internet, people see and know a lot more.
Yeah.
And I think they do panic. They get called out all the time.
This is why people want reforming, because they hope to see a difference. Not that I don't know if it'll do anything, really, but
Well, you've
We'll
got
see.
people who are too busy screaming and shouting about something that's happening thousands of miles away. None of these people were vocal, about food banks and the treatment of the working class in this country. People are dying because the NHS is fucked. They're dying with depression. They're
It's the
dying
wait times. I
poor
mean,
health, poor food quality. Where is
Yeah.
everyone then?
it's the
It's
wait
nuts.
times. You try and get an appointment. They'll say, "Oh, we can get you in 2 weeks or 3 weeks time." I mean, or even what's worse is in hospitals themselves. You've got people in the corridors on beds because there's no room for a bed, for a ward for them. And then you've got people that are being delayed with serious terminal illnesses and they're not being seen to, and they're dying.
Yeah. I think the NHS pretty much finished, but I think that was all planned. They want to get rid. Most of it had been privatised.
Well, I thought
that
that
was
years
Labour
ago.
that started all that off.
A few years ago, I even thought to myself, do you know what? They're going to try and get it so it's like America, where it's all private,
Yeah.
and you have to pay for everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to A&E in America, you've got to show your insurance card, or that's your lot. You don't get in.
This is what I don't understand about emergencies over there, right? How does that work in an emergency situation if someone has to be immediately seen to and they haven't got even their card with them?
I know. It's absolutely crazy.
I'm not sure how that works, but, if someone from America is watching, you can let us know. How does it work over there with
They do have a like doctor's surgeries like we have, because I got an American friend from years back and I asked that, and she said they do have like a surgery, but it's really, really poor standards. And if your therapist leaves, you've then got to fight and hassle to get any medications that you were on. It's crazy, scary.
Yes.
And they, bit by bit, they've been selling it off. So, and the Tories be like, oh, well, Labour has been privatising this and that within the NHS. How terrible. Vote for us. But they never changed anything. It's still being sold off bit by bit. I'm voting reform.
Same here.
I want to see a change. Real change. Not keep voting in these same numpties back and forth.
Well, they've overtook Conservative, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Labour's way ahead, but we don't know that for sure, because remember how the Brexit went, that initial. They said, they were demonising in the news, Brexit will never happen, blah, blah, blah. And then it happened. It was quite a mass majority. And then they did a soft Brexit, which is, they weren't really going to make that happen, were they? So this is where we don't trust any of them now.
Yeah, but even George Galloway voted for Brexit, He said none of it makes sense. But this is all planned. No one voted for Sunak. No one voted for Liz Truss. And it's almost like they wanted it all to fail so they can hand it over to another party because we're heading for war. And then
So,
they blame
just
the
remind me,
other.
why was, because I'm trying to think now, Theresa May,
Yeah,
why did she leave?
because she was useless.
Well, I know that, but
Her party,
was
her
there any
party lost.
reason?
Yeah, her party lost confidence in her, so she basically fucked up a lot. She was a Remainer, and she was also signing deals on the sly. She signed the Migration Pact, which tied us to what we got now, open borders and never-ending immigration. Yeah,
Yeah.
people kicked off, and her party lost trust in her. It was all crazy. I don't think women should be prime ministers anyway. I know that might sound bad, but I just don't. I think they're shit.
God, imagine over there in America if Hillary Clinton got in.
Oh God.
Imagine she
You
got
look
in.
at the women in Parliament, they're all fucking mad. All of them are mad. Because women think differently to men. Women are emotionally different to men.
Yeah.
And men are the stronger of the sexes. And they can focus on their job a lot better than women can.
Yeah.
Even Thatcher, I mean, for fuck's sake. State of that.
Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. I think everybody
Ugh.
wanted that one. Yeah, she was evil.
Yeah, but you get some people on here hail her as some fantastic prime minister. Yes, in some respects. Like, she never bowed down to terrorism. You know, when the IRA were up to no good, she stopped any news to do with them. You know, when they used to give their statements out and all that, she stopped all that. She said, you're not going to promote your terrorist organizations. And she kept the pound. She did not dob us in for the euro. But, you know, other things, the right to buy scheme, that all went tits up. That wasn't a good thing in the end. The miners, there was a lot, an awful lot.
Maggie Thatcher, the milk snatcher.
Yeah, God, yeah. Yeah, first thing she did. Then schools, they were hit hard. Like, you didn't get your books anymore. Your parents had to pay for your books, and you had to bring your own pens, pencils, drawing stuff. Everything was like just snatched away. To make the money up to waste on some other old shit. Some war.
There's a lot of people. I mean, I've known some people who've actually worked for the government themselves, and they told me once you get in there, you find out how much they waste. If people knew how much they waste on the ridiculous things, they would not elect any of them in, because it's that bad. And some people have actually left office.
Yeah, I mean, look at
because they find out that they might be working for their own country, but then I find out they don't work for their own country. And
no, and the expenses. I mean, that is scandalous. And you know, all these scandals come out, but you never ever see a result. You never see anything done about it. When you've got an MP that can put aside thousands of pounds for a stupid pair of shoes, and then write and complain to the company on Parliament paper to complain that she didn't get her order because it was out of stock. Yeah, the whole thing is just, this is their world. This is their world. I mean, I've seen it. Do you know, one of the most corrupt organisations is councils.
Yeah.
You know, I worked for the council. I saw the money that got spunked up the wall on their private cars, the company cars. All their mobile phone was paid for, and their mobile phone.
Oh, they have a little budget. Do you know those in Parliament? They have a budget every single day, £35 each.
Well, yeah, that happens.
Right, just to feed them.
Yep.
Now,
Right.
that's a family meal for 4 or 5 people right there.
Yep. Not to mention all these meetings that they have.
Yeah.
That has to all be paid for. The food, the drink, the waitress service. That when they have their Christmas party, that was a big eye-opener. Bottles and bottles and bottles and bottles of wine. Flowers, food, disco. That was for all the office snobs. Waitress service again. So yeah, it's all taken.
Yeah, crazy.
These councils now, Kitty, being outed for expenses, scandals. I mean, Birmingham Council, that's gone broke. How did that happen?
It's just mental, you know, when you think about it. And then they come after the public, saying they're doing cuts on this, cuts on that, when they should be cutting themselves on what they're spending.
No, they won't.
With their luxuries, right? Their little luxuries that are going on in the background.
They'll put the council tax up. You'll pay for their mistakes. You know, everyone's paying for wars. Everyone's paying for fake viruses, fake vaccines. You know, the little man pays for all of that, not them. There was an article the other day, millions of pounds worth of PPE, which was so useless it couldn't be used, gone in the bin. Paid for by the taxpayer.
Sad.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't know, I think the internet has been good for getting information out. Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy and bullshit. That's why I always say to people, go and do your own investigation. Just because it says it on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube don't mean it's true. Go and get the figures yourself. Go and get the numbers yourself. Get the articles yourself.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing my own research, little things, even about Jay, you know, because I looked at other people's videos, but I've also been looking at my own little dig.
Yeah. Well, I don't really agree with these channels that turn everything into a conspiracy, because I think it's very weak and pretty boring. But, you know, you can sit and discuss something, but you can't turn it into something it's not, because you simply don't know. Even a
Yeah.
normal death of a person, to turn that into some terrible conspiracy, accuse family members of killing, that all sorts of shit was going on with that Nicola Bulley.
Oh
And
yeah.
people grifting
I mean, it's
money
got.
on.
I think the J thing is, you know, like that was more centralised around the UK, the Nicola Bulley thing. But this new one, this Jay Slater, is worldwide. That is worldwide chaos. That one, that case is chaos. It's like it's everywhere. You just turn YouTube on, this Jay Slater stuff straight away. It's right there.
Yeah, and it's consumed people. But as we were saying earlier, there's thousands of people who have gone missing. Like,
Yeah,
Falah
there
and
is.
Alden.
In fact, that's one of the things I found is there's lots of other people going missing. I was also looking into you know, possible different like scenarios that might have happened or has happened there before with people, because that guy that I was talking about with the rental, he was warning people that if you go abroad, you just be careful, because there's people that do force you to buy things and force you to take things off them, and if you don't, they will follow you around and hound you all day.
And investigate where you're going. I mean, it's okay to go in the travel agents and see some pretty pictures on the wall and some stunning brochures, but every place has its criminal gangs.
Yes, every place.
Every place has its own dangers. But even that doctor, do you remember him a couple of weeks back? I mean, he went out for a stroll and he had a heart attack. So he was out there all on his own in this terrible terrain.
Yeah, is that now I don't know too much about that story. I only heard a couple of things. So what happened with him? He was
he went
where
out
was
for
he?
Yeah, he went off for a roam around, but the terrain there is pretty rough. And I mean, he obviously had something wrong, and he did his best to get back to the compound. So he was literally right by the fence to the compound. And he'd obviously just collapsed there and passed away. You know, don't go anywhere on your own in strange places.
Oh, that's it. I mean, I worry about these. I mean, there's some YouTubers that are actually going abroad on their own, just for YouTube or just for their channel or whatever. I mean, there is dangerous people everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just in one particular place. They're everywhere, but it's always at risk. It is always advisable to never go on your own abroad.
Yeah, and you've got to remember what countries you're surrounded by as well. I mean, Morocco.
Because I thought to myself one day, I wonder if I could do. I thought to myself, I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that sort of thing, because you know, me being a woman, you know, as well. I mean, it might be easier for a man, but for a woman to go on their own, vlogging, out there, it's quite dangerous.
But like we were saying, like at 19 years old, at what point do you tell yourself, right, I've gone off track, I haven't got a clue where I am, I'm gasping for a drink, I'm in trouble here, I'm going to turn around and go back, because it's not like it was nighttime. You know, so
it doesn't make sense. It really don't. And
doesn't at all. It just doesn't.
No. No. Because when you look at it, he could have stayed a couple of hours to wait for the bus. You know, he may have gone wandering off somewhere and then to wait to kill time, but he might have injured himself or anything. It could have been like that, or even picked up by some locals and taken. See,
she said that
he was running out of water. I think that's what it is. He didn't have any water left, and he was running out of battery on his phone.
But he just left an Airbnb where he'd asked the woman about the bus, buy some water, charge your phone. But she said when he walked off, he went in the wrong direction. And when she drove up the road, she saw him walking up that road. She didn't offer him a lift.
Now, what I suspect, and
but
this is only what I suspect.
That's what. Do you know if the direction he went in was going back towards where he'd been with them two guys?
Well, listen, this is what I suspect, and I've thought about it myself. I'm wondering if those two guys have gave him some drugs and it sent him funny. Those drugs might have made him disorientated and walked off in the wrong direction as a result.
Well, someone said they thought they saw him on a bench outside a church looking a bit worse for wear. But if he walked off in the wrong direction, was he going back to where them two blokes were? I just find that well dodgy.
Yeah.
Going off with two people, even if they were British, they're still strangers.
Someone photographed a couple of people he was hanging out with. One of them looked a bit mixed race colour, and they were wondering if that was one of the guys he went off with as an identity.
Yeah, because they've kept them quite quiet, haven't they? They were allowed to come back here. They did say they'd been to see them again. But I can't get my head around that.
Yeah.
That even if you found yourself, look, I shouldn't have come here this way. I need to go back. Turn around, come back. And I know if I thought, I'm never going to make this, but I'm going to make sure they find me. Just get your T-shirt, make a fucking flag on a stick. Hey, I'm here. Very strange.
I don't blame you reporting Kaylee for being a bad mother. Everyone think it was Pat Mustard. I haven't reported her. Bloody hell. I'm on my phone.
That's how rumours start.
Yeah.
Bloody daft. Right, I'm going to nip off, get something to eat, Kitty.
If you're still okay, here, no
I'll pop back if you're still here. Thanks for the chat.
Yeah, okay then. See you
soon. All right, in a bit, love. Cheer up.
All right, bye. Oh, don't lie. All right. I might just go for a bit and then come back later.